Welcome to Harbor Highlights.
On today's show, we have another great elective class to tell you about called Flight in Space.
We also have important information from Ms. Morales about something our 7th and 8th graders will be working on to help plan for their future. This and more, so stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Ava.
And I'm Desiree.
Can you believe we are already last week of January? 8th graders, can you believe that we are less than half a school year away from starting high school?
At West Iowa, our mission is to help you be college, career, and life ready. And to do that, we have to help you come up with an educational plan to support your goals.
The school counselor will be meeting with every 7th and 8th grader student to work on your EDP. If you are wondering what that is, here's an interviewer to tell you about it.
Hey guys, we're here with Ms. Morales to learn about EDPs. What is an EDP?
EDP is short for Educational Development Plan, and it's actually a career and college research tool. What's really nice about it is that it's online, and so each year when you go in to do more research, everything that you like has been saved and all your goals have been saved. And so it really is just a way for you to start planning for high school and for your post-secondary education, so school after high school.
What resources are available for students and what website do we use?
So this year, the whole Ottawa area ISD has changed to Naviance.com. So Naviance is different. We used to use Career Cruising. So that's brand new. So we'll have to teach students how to use that. And then each of the grades has its own Google Classroom. So class of 2024 is the 8th grade one. And there are resources about moving on to high school, CareerLine Tech Center, the GPAs that you need to get into the different colleges, as well as ACT scores and SAT scores. So there's lots of information in our Google Classroom as well as on Naviance.com.
Students do an EDP and how does it help with their future?
So EDPs help you find out the types of careers that you're interested in, and you can learn about what you need to take in high school, what you need to take in college in order to be ready for them. So it helps just start planning what you would like to study as a high school student and seeing if you can line that up to what your job plans are, your career interests. So within the EDP, there is a survey that students do that helps match them up with careers and career clusters that they are interested in. So Mrs. Kong and I have already started meeting with 8th grade students in your social studies classes. So this week we saw Mrs. Zucker's classes and Mr. Klingman's, and next week we're going to be in Mr. Becker's. And then in February, we're going to see 7th graders in their science class. So we will be in Mr. Hardy's class and Mrs. Yatsky's for 7th grade. Students can prepare for that by having a fully charged Chromebook when they come to class and really just being ready to work individually because it really is a personal assignment. When you're doing the assessment, it's all about you. It's not about your neighbors. So really just being ready to focus on themselves.
What 7th graders do compared to 8th, and how will we continue to use this through high school?
So as I kind of already said, 8th grade is going to focus a lot more on planning for high school than the 7th grade does. 7th grade will also have just a little bit less to do, so they are going to do a career interest inventory. They are going to save clusters. They are going to save the specific careers that they like, but we're not going to focus as much on the 4-year plan for high school. And then it is important for students to know that each year moving forward, the EDP is going to be updated. So you'll update your interests, but you're also going to keep adding to it. So you'll be adding work experiences that you've had. You might add if you've ever been on a job shadow or gone to a career fair. Eventually, as you are taking more standardized tests, you can make sure that you're putting in the scores that you're receiving on those. So it keeps growing. By the time you're a 12th grader, your EDP should have a ton of information, including a resume that you can use for college scholarships as well as actually getting a job. So Naviance has a lot of tools. 7th and 8th grade is only going to see a few of those, but just be prepared that each year your counselors will help you learn more and more about what you can do in there.
Thank you, Ms. Morales, for letting us interview you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Morales, for telling us more about the EPD process. If you have not met with your counselor yet, be ready to talk about your educational goals for your future.
Now for this week's general announcements.
I am Angel. And I'm Uriel. Our lunch specials are Tuesday beef fiesta pizza with fried roasted corn, Wednesday chicken drumstick, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
Thursday, chicken egg roll, and Friday, creamy pasta Alfredo with chicken. Monday, sweet and sour chicken.
Knitting Club meets Monday, February 3. The next BBYA meets February 20 at McBay Library.
The 6th grade went demolition. It's moving ahead. As you can see, the interior walls are removed. It's fun seeing the progress and to think about the new classroom that will be there in the future.
Throughout the year, I've been updating you on different electives offered at Harvard Lights.
This week, we will feature the new STEM elective called Flight in Space. Here's an interview with Mr. Harmon to tell you more.
Hi, I'm Carson, and I'm going to do an interview about Flight in Space, a new 9-week elective. I'm going to interview 2 of the students and the teacher, Mr. Harmon. We're here with Keegan to ask him some questions about Flight in Space. Keegan, what is your favorite part of Flight in Space?
My favorite part of Flight in Space was learning new skills and learning teamwork skills.
What was your favorite website that you used in Flight in Space and why?
My favorite website was mine was White Box Learning because we got to make gliders and we got to eventually make them and fly them.
Why should kids take Flight in Space?
Kids should take Flight in Space because it teaches them about flight and like all the characteristics of flight.
Thank you, Keegan, for answering our questions. I'm here with Carly to ask her some questions about Flight in Space. What was your favorite part of Flight in Space?
My favorite part of Flight in Space was when I worked with teams to solve challenges.
What was your favorite website that you used in Flight in Space?
Tinkercad, because you used objects to make things to solve problems.
Thank you, Carly, for letting us ask you some questions about Flight in Space. Hi, I'm here with Mr. Harmon to ask him some questions about Flight in Space. What is Flight in Space?
Flight in Space is a program that we purchased where you actually learn all about airplanes, we make gliders, paper airplanes, and learn all about engineering and how it can help you in real life.
What are some of the skills kids use and how they use those in projects?
We start by learning a little bit about Tinkercad. We create our own Tinkercad jets. We learn all about the airfoils and the way that the planes stay in the air. We also make some really sweet paper airplanes, and then in the end, we also make these awesome balsa gliders.
Why should kids take Flight in Space?
Well, first of all, it teaches you a lot about engineering, and we have a lot of fun. I teach you amazing things like flight simulators, and we use Google Earth, and we just do a lot of amazing things that you wouldn't do if you weren't in Flight in Space.
Thank you, Mr. Harmon, for answering our questions.
What a great opportunity to work collaboratively and use problem-solving skills to create and test solutions.
Now over to sports for this week's games.
Thanks, I'm Leslie.
And I'm Osvaldo. If you would like to go on a trip this Friday for ski and snowboard club, please sign up in the library for the bus by noon on Thursday with your $5 for the bus.
The Purple Power basketball game is happening Friday, February 14th. Buy a United We Fight shirt to support Van Andel's research and their fight against cancer. See the samples outside the library. Orders are due February 3rd.
Middle school girls are invited to celebrate National Girls and Women in Sports.
At the Hope College Dole Center on Wednesday, February 12th from 5:30 to 7:30. Get a chance to meet Hope female students, athletes, and mentors.
The first games for girls basketball are Wednesday. The white team will challenge Hamilton while the black team plays Muskegon. Both are away. Monday, the black team plays Creekside at home in the Harbor Lights gym.
Wrestling has a meet Saturday at Granville. Boys swim and dive have their first meet Thursday away against Zealand. That concludes this week. Back to the anchor.
Since it is the last week of the month, don't forget that tomorrow is College Apparel Day, so make sure to wear your favorite school colors or gear.
We've had fun highlighting the elective classes, but we don't want to leave anyone out. Core teachers, if you would like us to do a spotlight on your class, have a few students share a special project or a cool lesson that you've done this year. We would love to feature it on morning announcements.
Just email Mrs. Postma and we will make it happen.
Congratulations to the students that made the honor roll this past marking period. Keep up the good work, and we hope to see even more students achieving that honor next marking period.
Congratulations to this week's Panther Pride winners.
Great job, students. Keep showing that Panther Pride. Have a great week. Bye!